Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to winterize a Mercury 25 horsepower 2-stroke outboard engine. I'll show you how I do it. It works great for me and it starts in the spring with no issues. Here's all the equipment you're going to need. You're going to need a bucket for the old oil, a flat screwdriver, an oil gear pump kit, a wrench to remove spark plug, and the engine closing kit. These are the 4 products I use to winterize my engine. Gear oil, fogging oil, stabilizer, and corrosion guard. I'll do it step by step. I'll show you what I do. First thing we're gonna do is add the stabilizer to the fuel. Read on the bottle how much you need to add. It's usually written in the back. I've measured, so I'm gonna add it right now. That part's done. Close back the fuel tank. Now before we start, we want the engine to be vertical, which it is. I'll lift it a bit. We'll be a little more vertical. There you go, it's vertical. You want to attach the water to the engine. Now we're ready to start the engine and start fogging the engine. Okay, here you can have your engine revolution a little higher. You're going to start spraying the fogger in the air intake. You're going to hear your engine choking a little, which is normal. Don't overspray, you will choke it. I've disconnected the fuel line. I'm going to let the engine burn whatever fuel is left in the engine. Now that we're fogging our engine, now's a good time to ask you guys to subscribe and like so you could get notifications. Thank you. Keep on spraying the fogger, little shots at a time, until the engine dies. Now that the engine is fogged up, we need to fog up the cylinders. So what we're going to do is disconnect the spark plugs. Now's a good time to verify your spark plugs. If they're not good, you need to change them. Fog the cylinders too. Shoot about 4 seconds inside. Now you're going to want to pull on your rope. Not hard, just enough for the pistons to move. So your fog oil is moving inside. You can put your spark plugs back. Once they're, you could say, hand tight, you want to do a quarter turn of a ratchet. That's about 20 pounds per feet that they say. So this is hand tight. You want to do a quarter, about, not more than that. That's it. You reconnect cables and your engine is fogged. One last thing to do around the engine, you want to put corrosion guard, especially at these cylinders here. Wherever you see there's no paint or metal exposed, you want to give it a light coat so there's no rust buildup, and it's just protected. Shake it up a bit and just spray. That's it. Engine is ready for winter. All we have left to do is the oil at the bottom. We're going to do that next. Before I said you want to have your engine vertical. Simple. It's for the water to come out. You don't want the water to stay in. From the vents here, it'll come out, and from here. Okay, now we're going to remove the old oil. So we're going to have our oil ready with the pump. So what we're going to do is, some people take out the drain plug first, then the top one, so the oil doesn't drip all in one shot. And some people do it the other way. They'll take out the top overflow and then the drain, and the oil comes out fast. I like to do the bottom first. You're gonna let it drip until it finishes. Don't forget to have a bucket under. Now's a good time to check the color of your oil and see if there's water in your oil. If there's water in your oil, that means there's a seal that's letting water in. That's not a good sign. Also, you can check if there's metal in your oil, little particles. That usually means it's grinding, but I'm checking my oil. It looks good. It's a little dark. I've used it a lot, but it's looking good. Now that it's done draining, we're gonna clean it out. We're gonna plug our pump. And we're going to start pumping the oil in. See, the oil is starting to go in here. And we're only going to stop once we see it coming out of the overflow. There we go. I see the oil coming out. Do another little one. There we go. We know it's full. We're gonna put our over screw back in. Make sure the seal is in too. I'll show you what that is soon. Put it tight enough by hand. There's a little seal. Make sure it's in your screw. You have it for the top and bottom. Now here, okay, we're gonna clean up a bit. Okay, here we gotta do it a little quickly. You don't want to lose too much oil. Gear oil. Not a lot should come out. Practically nothing. But put your screw and tighten. And you've changed your gear oil. Give it a nice clean up. Make sure that there's no more oil leaking. And your engine is ready for winter. This is an extra that you want to do. You put some grease on your steering bar. And you want to put also some grease in all the plugs you have over here, your grease plugs. Wherever you see one, you want to put this. It's an extra. Always good to do. Have a good winter. We'll see you guys in the spring.